Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to start a successful social media marketing agency in 2024. As for those of you that has been following me, you guys have seen me grow my agency from 0 all the way past 7 figures, all from my digital marketing agency without any prior marketing or business experience. I graduated from college thinking about going to become a physical therapist, as that's what my parents wanted me to do, but I just knew that that wasn't the life for me, and this is how I got into starting my social media marketing agency without any background or experience, like I said before. So you guys are going to be actually learning from someone who literally started from the bottom and from scratch with no experience and very little to no money. So I'm gonna be able to share you guys my whole entire journey on what I've learned. I've gone through a lot of trial and errors, a lot of mistakes has been made, just everything that I've learned through courses, mentors, and how I've been able to scale my agency to $1.5 million in revenue in about 3.5 years. We've had $60,000 months from my agency, and now we're looking to scale all the way up to $100,000 per month. And honestly guys, SMMA has changed my life. It's enabled me to buy my dream car. I became a homeowner here in Southern California. I moved out of my parents' 150 square foot bedroom where I started my agency into a penthouse, and it has allowed me to travel all around the world. So this is exactly what I wanted from my agency, is that financial, time, and location freedom. So without further ado, let's get started on the trading. All right, guys, so here we are in the whiteboard. I'm going to show you exactly how to start and scale your SMMA to 10K per month in 2024. And I've broken it down to 8 simple steps. All right, so you're going to be able to learn from somebody that's already done it. And I'm going to break this down to make it much easier for you guys, so you know exactly what to do step by step in order to start and scale your agency. So the first step that we need to do is we need to figure out our niche and offer, right? A lot of times, I don't know if you guys have heard, but the saying goes, the riches are in the niches, right? And so you don't have to niche down in the beginning, but when you do find one that works for you, eventually you want to specialize in that niche, right? Because when you specialize in a specific niche, you're able to have repeatable systems, you're going to be able to charge more, and overall, you're going to be able to scale your business a lot easier compared to if you were to work with multiple different niches, especially when you're first starting out. So try to starting out, but like in the long term, you want to find a niche that works for you and kind of just niche down, right? So you want to get specific with who you want to work with, all right? And this is going to be a lot easier because you're going to be able to figure out their pain points, their desires about your niche, how they talk, their language, what they've done in the past, what they're currently doing. And so that is how you're going to be able to niche down, and that's why it's important. So I'm gonna probably write some notes for you guys here. You can probably watch this video over again, or you can just screenshot it. So a lot of times agency owners, when you're starting out, you don't know what niche to start with, and it's perfectly okay. My recommendation to you is start with what you know, right? So maybe if you worked at a job, or maybe you just have a good understanding of a specific industry or a job and whatnot, then we can start with that niche, okay? And then the next thing I would recommend is depending on who you know. So if you're just starting out, you don't know what niche to start in, then just start with the people that you know or you have connections to. That way we can just get that ball rolling, and you'll be able to get your first essentially client a lot faster, right? Because you already have a connect, you can get your foot in the door a lot faster. So that is what I would recommend. To start with what you know and who you know. Okay. And then our next thing here is that we need to create an irresistible offer. I know I just wrote offer here, but in order for your agency to be effective and be able to stand out from these other agencies, is you need to have literally an irresistible offer that is just a no-brainer for clients to move forward with you. So you need to figure out, down here, you need to figure out what is your service, okay? What are you providing? Are you going to be providing lead generation through Facebook ads, Google ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads? Are you doing SEO? Are you doing social media management? Are you content creating? So figure out what it is that you want to offer, right? So your service. For my agency, we are specifically a Google Ads agency. We help local business owners generate high quality leads. So that is my service, and I'll write that down here for you guys. Lead gen through Google Ads. And the reason why we chose to do Google Ads over some of these other platforms is because when I first started out back in, I want to say like 2018, 2019-ish, we started off running Facebook ads for clients, but I quickly learned that Facebook ads didn't generate high quality leads with intent for local businesses through Facebook ads and Instagram ads. So when I made that switch over to Google, that's when I was able to generate more high quality leads. And from there, I was able to get better results for clients. And that is exactly how I got paid consistently month over month without losing clients. All right. So the next step that you want to do is you want to make it unique. All right, guys. So you need to have a unique offer. You don't want to sound like any other marketing company. So don't just offer Facebook ads, for example, okay? Or, Google ads. Don't just offer SEO. Offer the solution. In order for your offer to stand out, you need to make it unique. And in order for it to be unique, you need to be offering a solution, right? Which is why it's so important to figure out your pain points and your desire of your niche and your clients, so that way you can speak to that, right? So don't just be another Facebook ads, guys. If someone asks you, what do you offer? You don't want to say we offer lead generation through Facebook ads, or we run Facebook ads to generate you leads, right? Because you're going to be no different from, thousands of other people that have also reached out to that business owner. So for example, what would make a solid offer is, for example, we generate 5 to 20 dental implant patients per month using our unique proprietary system. And this is important. I want to break this down to you guys. So let me go ahead and give you guys that example. All right, guys. So we generate 5 to 20 dental implants per month using our unique proprietary system. Now let's break this down. Okay, so here's our offer. We are very specific with our what it is that we do, right? So what do? We generate 5 to 20 dental implants. Do you see how that is very specific? We are literally giving them an expectation, right? This is what we can do for you. And then dental implants, right? Let's say this is for a dentist. They can do veneers, they can do teeth cleaning, but we know that dental implants are more high ticket customers for dentists. So we have a specific thing that we can help them out with on a monthly basis using our unique proprietary system. Now, this unique proprietary system, it may be Facebook ads, a landing page, and like tracking systems in place, right? But that whole entire thing is a system that you set up for your clients. You see how it's no longer we run Facebook ads to more results-driven offer. Our offer is much more results-driven, and that's how we're able to talk to the main desire points of what it is that our client wants. So this is going to be a lot more effective than offering, hey, we run Facebook ads to generate you implant leads, right? Instead, speak to the solution, speak to the end goal of what it is that your client wants, right? So that is the first step of your agency, is you need to figure out who you want to work with, and then creating an irresistible offer by understanding what it is that your client wants, and then make an offer around that. And that's how you're gonna get clients to move forward at a no-brainer, not thinking about it. All right, guys, so the next thing that you need to do, and probably one of the most important part of your agency, is outreach. Outreach. Over everything else, guys, if you are just starting your agency, you need to be focusing on your outreach, okay? So don't worry about your website, your logo, your designs, starting an LLC and all that stuff. None of that matters, guys. What we need to do is we need to figure out what moves the needle quickly to get us paid. And in order to get paid, you need to do outreach, okay? And you need to be reaching out to people. You need to talk to people, put yourself out there to land paying clients for your business. And so what you need to understand is that outreach it's really just, it's all a numbers game. The more outreach that you do, the more money you'll make, essentially. All right. So let's go ahead. So look, guys, I want to give you the magic formula to making more money for your agency. Okay. So the first step is outreach. The more outreach that we do, the more booked appointments we'll get. Change this to 24. There we go. All right. So the more outreach that you do, the more booked appointments you'll get. The more booked appointments you'll get, the more sales call you're going to be able to receive. Okay. And the more sales call that you hop on, the more close deals you'll get. Right. So that's why it all comes back to outreach. Okay. The more outreach you do, the more closed deals you'll get. So the magic formula, guys, equals more booked appointments equals more sales calls equals more closed deals for your business. And this formula alone will help you scale your agency to multiple six figures within the first year. Okay. It's very doable. I was able to hit my first 10K month with no experience background whatsoever within like the first 6 months. Okay. So just follow the steps I'm about to give you guys and you're going to get there. Okay. So what does this all mean? You need to be sending out as many outreach as possible. You can start using systems, softwares, tools, virtual assistants to help you increase your outreach. And that way you're going to be able to close more deals. So just put yourself out there, start talking to people, start sending messages and DMs and getting out there. Okay. Now I want to talk to you guys about outreach methods. Okay. This is the most common question that I get. Jordan, what is the best outreach methods to get clients? And I'll tell you guys right now that they all work. Okay. What you need to do is you need to figure out where your prospects are hanging out, and you simply just have to reach out. Okay. All right, guys. So I've listed the outreach methods here. And like I said, they all work. Okay. So you can start off with the lowest hanging fruits. These ones are going to be the easiest. You can just simply reach out to family and friends, make a post on your Facebook, especially if you're just starting out, that, hey, you're an agency. Here's our offer. Here's who we work with. And this is going to be the easiest way to get started. It's going to be the quickest way to get started is just reaching out to family and friends, post on your Facebook, and asking if they know somebody where you can get your foot in the door. Okay. And that's exactly how you can get maybe your first free trial or your first client, to just getting the ball rolling. Okay. Because if we're just starting out, we wanted to just get the ball rolling and getting more experience under our belt. The second strategy here is Instagram DMs. So this has been a pretty effective method as well that I've used myself. You simply just reach out to your prospects on Instagram. Right nowadays, pretty much mostly or all businesses are on Instagram. So the trick to that is I actually created a whole video on a training on Instagram DM. Check it out on my YouTube channel. But essentially what you're doing is you go to your prospect, you search up your prospects niche, and then you go to their profile page. You want to like and comment on their recent posts. And maybe you can comment, check DMs, right? And what you want to do is you want to reach out via DM, so that way they can check their DMs, and then you can just tell them, hey, this is what we do, this is how we can help you, and show them your offer. That's a really effective way. Facebook Messenger. So we can start adding friends on Facebook, right? Add your prospects on Facebook and then just simply reach out to them. Facebook groups and even Marketplace, right? These people are in Facebook groups. These people are on Marketplace. Reach out to them, send them a message, because especially if they're trying to get more jobs, if they're on Marketplace, they're trying to get more jobs, right? So just reach out, send a message, and you'll be able to land clients that way. Reddit groups. I've been able to actually land clients through Reddit groups as well. So don't take things out of the equation. Definitely, you can do that. I want to add one more here, LinkedIn. LinkedIn's also a good platform to use. You can go in there, you can connect with a lot of business owners. And the cool thing about LinkedIn is that, everyone's there to kind of network and grow their business, right? So if you're able to make connections with your prospects through LinkedIn, it's going to be also valuable to help you land new clients. Cold emails and cold calling. All right. So cold emails, there's going to be softwares that you can use that'll help you send out thousands of emails per day. Okay. And cold emails is a very popular strategy to land your first few clients. And even if you're looking to scale, you can start sending out thousands of emails to land more clients, essentially. And then cold calling. So this is not my personal favorite because it takes a lot of energy to make a lot of calls. and getting by the gatekeeper and all that stuff, but you can hire a virtual assistant to make the cold calls for you so that way you can up the numbers. And so, like I said, guys, the more outreach we can do, right? So the more messages we can send out, the more closed deals we'll be able to get. So what you want to do is you want to use systems, softwares, tools, and virtual assistants to help you. So that way you can send out more messages. Now, I want to also add on to outreach methods here, running ads to get new clients. Okay. This is going to be for the more advanced people. I would say I don't recommend it if you're just starting out your agency, because you're going to need a capital to invest. And then even when you do invest into ads, you need to, there's a learning period, right? You need to do some trial and error and figure out what's going to work as far as getting you new clients for an agency. Okay. So I don't recommend it if you're just, maybe you're tight on budget, you're just starting out and you're not really sure. I would recommend you doing these methods here. But if you have some capital, you have some room to play with, and you don't mind a little bit of a learning period to get new clients, running ads to get new clients is a fantastic way of doing that. So you can run your Facebook and Instagram ads, to get Google ads, even to get yourself new clients for your agency. Next one, and one of my personal favorite actually, is building a personal brand, guys. I've been giving out so much free value through my YouTube channel, my Facebook page for agency owners and business owners, that now clients come to me because of the trust that I've been able to build, right? So build yourself a channel on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc., and just give out a ton of free value for your niche, okay? And this is how you're going to start attracting clients instead of having to chase after clients. And this strategy really compounds over time, okay? So building a personal brand obviously is going to take a little bit of time to build up, and you might not see a whole lot of results in the beginning, but long-term wise, if you're constantly just giving out free value, you're going to build that credibility, that authority. And a lot of times these business owners, they're not going to want to do it themselves. They're going to want to just hire an expert to do it for them. So when you have a personal brand, you're likable and you're trusted, people are going to start flocking to you to become paying clients. So, a fun fact is that I actually haven't done any outreach in the past 2 years or so. And it's all because I built a personal brand and just given out a ton of value. So choose a platform, maybe multiple platforms, and really just try to help your ideal clients up front, right? Just give out free value, just show them exactly how to do it, okay? And that way, most of the time, they're not going to do it themselves because they just don't have the time to do so. And some of them, they might, do it themselves, but maybe because they're starting out. But people who are serious and looking to scale, they're going to much rather just hire you, right? So build a personal brand. That's probably one of my favorite ways to do that. All right, guys. So the third part of your agency system is, in order to make the sale, you need to understand the client's current situation and what their goal is. The buyer will only buy if and only they know that you absolutely can help them achieve their goals and desire. Okay. So the whole purpose of the sales call is to actually not sell anything at all. It's to, if you just shift your mindset from, how can I make a sale, to how can I truly help this person get from point A to point B, then the sale is just going to naturally happen, right? So sales is something that, especially some of you guys might not have experience in. Myself, when I first started out, I was terrible at sales. I couldn't sell anything, guys, and I was losing lots of deals because I was mumbling, I was stuttering, and a lot of times I would just hang up on myself because I had no experience at all in sales, right? But when I shifted my mindset from selling to how can I help this person, I was able to close more deals. So let me give you guys the formula here, right? So here's the sales call structure. So what you want to do is, most, sales calls going to start off with small talk, right? Where are you from? How's the weather? And so forth, right? This small talk is probably going to take maybe about 1 to 2 minutes, and then you want to jump into the actual sales call. So first, we're going to start off by trying to understand their current situation. All right. So that's first. And then after we understand their current situation, we then want to understand their goals and desire. And once we know what their goals and desire is, we're going to position ourselves as the best and only option to help them reach this to break this down, guys, the sales structure, first we start off with a small talk. Then we're going to try to get to understand their current situation, right? What are they currently doing? How big is their business? What marketing have they done? What have they gotten from that? What has the results look like? So really just asking a lot of probing questions so that we can have intel. So that way later on, we can provide a solution to that person. So once we understand their current situation, the next step is to understand their goals and desire, right? So where are they trying to go? How much revenue they're trying to make? How big their business are they trying to expand? How many leads are they looking to generate? How many jobs, patients are they looking to generate maybe on a weekly, monthly basis? And that way now we know and what their point B is, right? So now the only thing that we need to do is create an offer, create a solution, right? So basically point A, point B, and our solution is the bridge to help them get from point A to point B. So that bridge is your offer. The solution and the offer, after we know we have intel on what their point A and point B is, now we can position ourselves as the best and only option to help them reach their goal. So essentially our offer is the solution, it's the bridge, and they absolutely need this bridge, and us, we're the only person that can help them get from point A to point B. Now, guys, understand that most of the selling is actually done before and after the sales call, right? So, you need to be warming up your prospects prior to the sales call by sending case studies, testimonials, demos, etc. Okay, you need to do everything that you can to warm up your prospect prior to them speaking to you. And the reason for this is because if you're hopping on a sales call with a business owner or a prospect for the first time, chances are they don't know who you are, they don't know what it is that you do, and they definitely don't know if you can even help them. So by sending case studies, testimonials, demos on what it is that you do, and visually showing them how you can get them from point A to point B before you even speak to them, that's exactly how you're going to close deals, increase your sales rate. And so if the prospect does not close on the call, then you need to follow up relentlessly until they tell you no. Otherwise, just keep following up because they may be busy with life. They might be thinking about it, and you need to be on top of their mind. So unless they're like, hey, Jordan, we're not interested at this time, I will reach out to you later, or something along those lines, then we're going to continue to follow up, because if they're going to keep thinking about it, then we need to be on top of their mind. And so like I said, I didn't have any prior marketing or business experience. So I sucked at sales early on, which cost me a lot of deals that didn't go through. And that's when I created a sales mechanism system that I did that did pretty much all the pre-selling for me. So I was able to close more deals before I even spoke to the prospect. And I call this system my VCL sales system. And it's basically a funnel where I send prospects to, where they could see a demo video that shows exactly how we can get them from point A to point B, along with case studies, testimonials, with the goal of warming up the prospect. So before the potential client even hops on a call with me, they've already gone through my VCL funnel system, and they're already warmed up. And that's how I've been able to close a lot more deals. This instantly was a game changer for my business, because it closed the deals for me before I even hopped on a sales call, right? And you can listen to my sales calls. I've posted a lot of them on my YouTube channel, and you can literally see how warmed up they are compared to you talking to someone for the first time or the initial call, right? So listen on my sales call, and you can see that they're already pre-sold on my services, and they literally move forward on that first call with me. All right, guys. So now that we have the first 3 parts of our agency down, the 4th step is now the fulfillment, right? So to recap, we have our niche, our offer. We started doing outreach. Outreach is going to land us more sales calls, and sales calls is going to land us more deals. And that's going to take us to the part of fulfillment. Now, this is probably the most important part of your agency. I'd say maybe the second part, most important part, because the first part is outreach, just talking to people. But this is also really important because The most important part of your agency is actually to not sign new clients, right? The most important part of your agency is being able to retain your clients. And this is how you're going to get paid every single month, right? So you want to be able to deliver awesome results as promised to your clients. And it's just simple as that. And you need to under promise and essentially over deliver. Now, communications is also going to be key to retaining your clients, right? So on top of getting great results, building a relationship and staying in touch with your clients will make it much harder for them to leave you. So if you can fulfill and have great communication, then you won't get stuck in constantly losing clients and having to find new clients like most agency owners, right? So so obviously just getting awesome results as promised for clients and plus communication. Now, if you can have both of these, right, great results and communication, you're going to be able to keep your clients for a really long time. But let's say you're new, you can't really get results yet, and you're still not there as far as like the fulfillment part. If you can just have really good communication and decent results, the client will stay with you still. Because for me, for my agency, when I first started out, I wasn't the best at running Facebook ads or Google ads. And we didn't get the best results all the time, but my communication was on point. It was impeccable, right? So whenever a client had reached out to me, I would literally reply to the client within 5 to 10 minutes. That's how quickly I was. And, just answering all their questions. An email could come in at like 11:30 p.m. and I will still get back to them within like 10 minutes. So just having my notifications on my phone, and whenever I saw email go through, I get back to them as soon as possible. And so get awesome results and have really good communication. It's quite simple, guys. Get results, have good communication, and that is how you're going to be able to retain your clients, right? That is the most important part of your agency. Not signing new clients, but retaining your existing ones. All right, guys. So now that we are fulfillment, it takes us to our fifth step of the agency here. We need to start automating and delegating with systems, tools, and team members. Okay. So like I mentioned before, in order for us to increase our outreach, we need to use systems, tools, and team members. That's how we're going to send out more outreach messages, right? We can't manually sit here and send out emails ourselves, right? We're not being productive. So when we start automating and delegating, we're going to pretty much do things at scale. And that's how we're going to essentially grow our business while getting more time back. So you want to become an operator, and you don't want to be the guy that's wearing all the hats in your agency. And this is how you're going to achieve more time freedom. The great thing about running an SMMA in your agency is that you can start delegating your work at any time to someone who is willing and better than you, right? So for example, you could be bringing on media buyers, which are people who will run ads and do fulfillment for you. Okay. So if let's say you don't want to learn how to do Google ads, you don't want to learn how to do the fulfillment, or maybe you don't want to do the fulfillment part and you would rather have an expert do it, then you can simply hire a media buyer to take care of the fulfillment for you. The second person, for example, that you can bring on is a sales guy. And this person will take, pretty much these sales calls for you, right? So that way, maybe you suck at sales, maybe you don't want to do sales, maybe you want to focus on something else. You can get a sales guy and place them inside of your agency, and that's how you can, delegate some of the time off to someone who would possibly be better than you, and you have more of your time back. And the cool thing about bringing on these two guys is that you're not paying out of pocket for none of that. So nothing comes out of pocket, right? Because with a media buyer, you're essentially only bringing on a media buyer after you have landed a client, right? So once you get a client and you close a deal on the new client, you basically take that money that the client paid you and you take a little bit of that money and then you hire a media buyer. So you would keep the leftover money as profit. Essentially, you're like the middleman and you're expanding your agency that way, okay? And so the media buyer becomes an extension of your team, right? They're a part of your team and they'll handle the fulfillment for you. Ways to hire media buyers, you can find them on Upwork. You can find them in Facebook groups. I have a Facebook group for agency owners. I think we're right now at the time recording this video, we have over 10,000 members. So if you want to connect with me in there or other agencies, then you'll be able to find media buyers in there. I'll leave that link in the description of this video. And the second person that you can bring on is the sales guy, and he is just commission based. And for most sales guy, they'll charge, and you can negotiate it, but it'll be anywhere between 10 to 20% commission rate. So whatever deal they close for you, then you just pay them out 10 to 20% of for their commission. So you're not paying anything out of pocket, and the only thing that you have to worry about is the outreach and the sales, right? So if you get the deals, you can hire these guys to handle that for you, right? And then you can always use systems and tools to do more outreach. And, we can already pretty much automate that part. Here's the media buyers over here, sales guy here. We can use systems and tools for cold emailing, where you can hire virtual assistants to send out messages on Instagram and Facebook, as well as cold calling. For building a personal brand, it's more so like your face, right? So that's something that you can't really automate or delegate because it's your business and you're essentially the face of your business, right? So in order to build a personal brand, you actually need to put in work for that. But video editing and the copywriting, maybe you could outsource that part. So as I was saying, you can hire cold callers to take cold calls for you. You can hire an outreach team to send out Instagram and Facebook messages for you, right? You can hire people from overseas off of Upwork. You can find them in Facebook groups to do that for you. And that's how you're able to automate, delegate your outreach part of the systems, right? You can also automate things by using my VCL sales system, and that'll pretty much pre-sell them, warm them up, and essentially do the selling for you. You can learn more about that. I have a whole free masterclass in the description. Me and my team actually will help you set that up as well. If you need help, you can schedule a call with us and we'll help you get that going for you. Cold email softwares, right? You can send out thousands of emails per day, right? Because things are at scale. And that is exactly how we're going to start automating things, delegating the work, and getting more done. And now we're going to be able to take us to our last step, which is scale, right? So if we set up all the previous 7 systems, now we have positioned our agency to scale the 7 figures, right? So these are the exact steps that I've done myself to scale it to 7 figures. If you just do like maybe 80% of this, what I've taught you today, you're going to be able to make easily multiple 6 figures from it. All right. So in order to scale, guys, once you have all these systems in place that we've talked about, so niche, offer, outreach, sales, fulfillment, systems, and delegating, we're going to be able to scale our agency. Okay. All right, guys. So the key to scaling is continuing to improve each part of your agency, right? Each part of the systems that we have set up, and that's how we're going to scale our business. Okay, now that we have everything set up properly, we just need to start improving it, right? So for example, right, our offer, how can we make it more unique? How can we make it more desirable? How can we make it more of a no-brainer deal for our clients to move forward? Can we have a better guarantee? Can we have a better promise, right? What is our offer? How can we make it better, right? So I learned from Alex Hormozi that having a really, really good guarantee will actually land you more clients. And most of the time, those clients don't even take you up for the guarantee. So that's why it's okay to just guarantee, something that will help them move forward, making it a no-brainer deal, right? So for example, for our agency, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee for our clients, right? So for whatever reason, if you're not happy within the first 29 days, 23 hours and 59 seconds, just let us know and we will literally refund you. So you have nothing to lose, right? So that is something that's a win situation, right? So it makes it a lot much easier for now the clients to move forward with you because they really have nothing to lose but to get results with you, right? So even if you're not confident in your skills yet, still throw out that guarantee because, worst case scenario, you get a case study out of it, or you learn to become better, right? Now you have more experience under your belt. But obviously you don't want to lie, right? You want to still get results, right? So don't just throw out some type of guarantee where you're not going to be able to fulfill on, because at the end of the day, you still want to be able to get results and help your client grow their business. The second part of your systems here is the outreach part of your agency. How can you increase more volume, right? Because we know the more outreach that we send out, the more deals will close. So how can we increase our outreach volume? How can we improve our messaging, right? How can we get better open rates? How can we get more people to read more of the message and then doing what we want them to do, which is booking a call with us, right? So essentially, how can we get more booking rates, right? What kind of tweaks to our offer do we need to do in order to get more booking rates, right? So increasing volume, we can do, in order to increase the volume, we can use more systems, more tools. Can we hire more virtual assistants to help us increase our volume for outreach? Sales, right? We want to have some type of system set up so that we can increase our closing rate, essentially, right? So pre-sale system. Do we have a system in place where we can warm up our leads a lot better, right? So for example, I use a VCO system, and that pretty much does the selling for me. So by the time that they hop on a sales call with us, we're able to close them on that first initial call because they're already warmed up. So with the pre-sale, and then on the actual sales call, how can we do a better job of gathering more intel? How can we understand their pain points better? How can we understand where they're trying to go better? And then how can we close that deal on the sales call, right? And then obviously afterwards, post-sales, how can we close the deals even after they don't close, if they don't close on the first initial call? So the follow-ups, what can we do to follow up better, right? So these are all little things that we can make tweaks to and improvements to increase our conversion rate. Fulfillment, simple, right? How can we retain clients longer? How can we offer better fulfillment and results for our clients? How can we have better communication with our clients and building a relationship so it makes it much harder for the clients to leave us? All right. So fulfillment, communication will help you retain clients for much longer. And lastly, guys, a team, right? You want to build a superstar team. So you want to improve how you are able to manage your team. How can you lead and guide your team to succeed? And then how can you position team members for them to be successful in your agency? Because if they are in a good position, your agency will grow. And then how can you improve the talent of your team, right? Is it going to be hiring new team members that are better? Is it going to be providing training, right? So how can you lead and guide them and help them become better? Because if you can take care of your team will take care of your business. And guys, this is exactly how I've been able to scale my agency. And lastly, guys, my final words, stay consistent, keep improving, okay? Don't be the person that keeps chasing the next shiny object. We're all guilty of it. I did it myself too when I first started off my agency, chasing the next shiny object because someone was talking about it or someone is putting the light and shining how good this new business thing is doing, right? Just stick with this, guys, because it's going to work. Stay consistent and keep improving, and you're going to experience the snowball effect to scale your agency like I did to achieve time, location, and financial freedom. And this is exactly how I've been able to buy my first home, win the 2 Comma Club award with ClickFunnels, buy my dream car, travel around the world, move out of my parents' bedroom. So stick with it, guys. And if you want to learn more about how to start and scale your social media marketing agency, if you got a ton of value out of this video, then make sure you show love, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts of these systems in the comment section below. Me and my team can actually help you build this whole entire system and done for you agency stuff. We'll build this all out. We can mentor you. You can hop on a call directly with me and my team. Book a call with us. That link is going to be in the description below. And we'll literally just, hop on the call, ask you a couple of questions of where you're at, what you're trying to do, and see how we can help you scale your agency. So hopefully this video was helpful. Cheers, guys. If you guys made it to the final last part of the video, then comment SMMA 24 so I know that you made it all the way to the end and that you're going to scale your agency in the new year.